So you want to be a fashion stylist or a fashion designer? Stay tuned. I'd love to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to break into the industry for either or. And my name is India, and I am a celebrity wardrobe stylist and fashion designer. I just want to give you a brief description of who I am and how I got into the fashion industry and the many different companies that I've gotten the chance to work with. Again, I've been working in the fashion industry for 10 years now, and that's not included my schooling because I went to school when I was 19 years old. So, and I'm 30 now. So, God bless. I've been able to acquire much knowledge and much experience these past 10 years of my life.
I don't even know what's about to happen next, but I'm already thanking God for what he's about to do. I can feel his hands around me, and I can feel him telling me just to my course stay true.
This advice is for all ages because you can know what you want to do from very young age, from starting when you're 12 and even younger than that, and up until you're in your late 50s or 60s or 70s. It really doesn't matter. You can jump into the fashion world at any point of your life, which is something that I really love because that is just a part of being an artist. There's no age gap or limit until when you can join or start. You just need to start. And I went to college. I went to the Art Institute of New York City. At the time it was in Soho, and then they moved to the new Parsons building, and then they got shut down, that's like a whole nother story in itself. But when I went to that school back then, there were all different ages in my class and people from all walks of life and people also from all different career fields. There were people that came from the military and decided to leave the military and get into the fashion industry. There were people that were nurses that decided to change careers. And I thought it was really cool to meet all those different kinds of people. Someone like myself, originally, I know this sounds completely polar opposite, but I wanted to be a neurosurgeon. That is like complete opposite, but I decided to follow my heart and become a fashion designer. And actually, comment down below. Let me know if you want to hear a story about why I wanted to be a brain surgeon and why I didn't follow it and why I decided to choose to follow my fashion career choice. So anyways, I started out just like anybody else. I went to college and I surprisingly did not graduate. I actually withdrew from school before I got to do my senior year, but I was able to still break into the industry regardless of having my degree, which is a very interesting fact that people find to be very surprising when I tell them, because of the companies that I've gotten a chance to work with. I still got to break into the industry, but there are certain topics like draping. This is for my fashion designers, like draping and certain like the next level of pattern making that I wish that I had that knowledge. And that's something that I'm actually like delving into now later on in my life. I'm going back to my fashion designer roots because that's initially what I went to school for. I didn't actually want to be a wardrobe stylist. I knew I wanted to be in the fashion industry, but I wanted to be a fashion designer. Along the way, things happen. You get job opportunities that you might want to take because it's good to keep yourself out of a box. Now, I know you don't know me, but you will know me, and I will be posting more content and more of my work experience and more of my stories. If you want to know anything specific from me, go ahead and just leave a comment below. I'd love to make a video on it. I don't want to make this video too long because, again, this is my first video that I'm putting out there, just about my fashion experience. My channel before, I didn't really take it too serious, but I'm just in a position in my life now where where that decade has happened, and I'm just so excited to share this knowledge and experience. I get people that ask me advice all the time and have been telling me to create a channel and to put my content out there. So that's what this is. That's what I'm doing. I will be posting way more content and way more consistently. So please stay tuned, okay? I'm so excited to have you. I can't stress how important it is to take internships, okay? No one's gonna take you off the gate. I mean, unless it's by some miracle, I don't know, you're that good or whatnot. But when it comes to the fashion industry, like, people are looking for your internships after school or during school. And your internships teach you so much, because you get that chance to be in the industry that you are working towards being in. And no one is a pro off the get. Like, you need to learn and walk behind experts, and they will teach you during your internships, and you only get better, and more doors open for you and more opportunities, and you can get a job through the place that you've internshipped at. If they really like you, they'll hire you. And when I say I don't mean just by personality, because yes, you can get by charisma, but also you need to work really hard. You need to care about the people that you're working for. You need to be passionate about the brands that you apply for, because people can see that, whether you believe it or not. You need to respect them. You need to respect yourself. And you need to show up. I'm going to tell you that I've worked in different industries, but working in the fashion industry is one of the most hardworking industries to be a part of. You see the glam and the glitz and the finished product at these award shows and on the music videos and on television, but the preparation, the process that it took to get there, the amount of hours, the amount of people that it takes to create a piece of garment, or even to assemble an outfit. And so for me, I actually began my journey at the Art Institute, and then I went on to start interning with different companies. My first company that I internship with was a sample making company, and that's just basically, this is again for my designers first. I'm going to get into the wardrobe styling, the fashion styling side. If fashion design is not your thing, just be patient, okay? Because I have experience on both ends that I would love to share with you guys. So I started out in sample making and working with this sample making company, and that's really where I learned how to sew before my sewing classes even started in school, which is so interesting. Guys, you have to intern. I'm telling you, this is my first advice. Intern. I am telling you that teamwork makes the dream work. So you need to have a mindset of not being in competition with the people that you work around, but being a team, okay? The only person that you need to be in competition with is your past self, is bettering the last version of yourself and who you want to be the greatest of. Because let me tell you something, competition will mess you up. The moment you begin to become envious and jealous, same word, jealous and envy is the same thing, but jealous or competitive, or you become insecure in what you're doing, that is when your downfall starts. I think that one of the things that allowed me to be able to progress so well is just maintaining a position of humility and learning. I wanted to learn from these masters that I was surrounded around. They were masters at their craft. Sometimes sitting back and shutting up and just listening and gleaning from someone is exactly what you need to do to advance in your career. I'm telling you, in time, if you do this, you will be successful. And I can only speak for myself, because I've had many successes. I've gotten to style for the Olympics. I've gotten to work with different companies like NBC and Vogue, and where I got my first greatest designer that I worked with was Marquesa. I'll share some photos with you guys so you can see. I've gotten to work on gowns that you couldn't imagine, that have been on the red carpet, that's been seen at the Oscars and the Tonys and every major award show that you can think of. I have worked on a gown that has been shown there, and I can tell you that if you sit back and you just listen to this advice, you will win. If you like this video already, if you like what I'm sharing already, go ahead and leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel, okay? I'd love to stay connected, and I promise you I'm here to help. This advice that I'm giving you right now, it's on my heart, so it's free. I love to give free advice because I feel like, why not? I'm not a gatekeeper, and it doesn't make sense. There's enough abundance of jobs and work and opportunities to go around for everyone. And there's millions of designers in the world, so why not give this free advice? I'll probably be offering some things to you in the future, but for now, I'm giving free advice. You don't have to pay for anything. And yeah, just take a look at some of my work. I'm gonna post some of the pictures in this video so you guys can see some of the gowns that I've gotten to work on and some of the things I've styled.